Hi everyone, this is Amanda at Amanda's Booktopia. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. And today I am celebrating my 3-year Booktube anniversary by doing this tag. So I am very excited to tell you all about my journey and what it's been like for the past 3 years. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least. It's been crazy. It's been fun. It's been everything. So I have a bunch of questions. I have at least 15 and one question where it just says to tag a bunch of people. But there's at least 15 questions I'm going to go over, and I will put them in the description if you decide you want to do this yourself. I originally saw Cassidy from Coverage with Cassidy do this tag, which inspired me to want to do it as well. So I'm excited to go on this booktube journey with y'all and answer these questions. So the first one is, how long have you been watching booktube? And I started actually pretty late in the game. I didn't even know booktube even existed for the longest time until I think it was like the summer of 2021, or was it 2020? I think it was 2021. It was that summer because I found out my real life friend Dana was participating in a live show. And then I'm like, what is this all about? So I watched her live show and realized that she's also into booktube, and I'm like, huh. So I started going on this rabbit hole of booktube ever since, and it's been great. Second question is, how long have you been making booktube videos? So, again, I gotta mention my bestie Dana. She's the one who inspired me to start my own channel. If it wasn't for her, I probably would not be here today. So, I started January of 2022 with my channel, and I cannot believe it's been that long already. I'm like, have I really been doing this for that long? It's pretty surprising. But I've enjoyed every moment, and I'm so glad to be part of this community. And then the next question is, what made you start making videos? Which takes me back to Dana yet again. She's the one who inspired me to start doing this channel and making videos and talking about books. Because books has been my life since I was like super small. My family has never known me to not have a book in my hand. So I have been on this like reading books for like my whole life. So once I found out about booktube and YouTube being a space where I can actually talk about the books that I love, I'm like, score! More people I could talk about books with. So that's what inspired me to finally put my channel out there. And if it wasn't for Dana, I mean, she's my bestie, she's everything, and she's really the person who inspired me the most to start. And if it wasn't for her, I would have made even more bookish besties. So I'm very happy to be a part of it. Then the next question is, are there any people who have played a significant role in your booktube journey? Again, Dana. And she also has her own channel, so I will link her down below if you want to check her out as well. She is the most funnest, the most honest, the most cherished. She's everything. I actually met her here in the community that I live in. She used to work here. And so now I'm tearing up just talking about it. But Dana means the world to me, and she has always been there for me when I needed her. Okay, I need to stop crying now. But through her, I also met some amazing new besties. I met Nikki. She had a channel for a while. Right now she's taking care of herself, so she's on hiatus. I also met Karina from She Dreams in Words. I also met Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me, and Clint from Reed's Readers, and then also after them, I met so many new besties. Lindsay from She Is Booked and Busy, Becky from Bex Reads, Jess from Honest Fiction. I mean, there's so many people. Josh from Bookish Daddy. The list goes on and on and on. I have met so many great people in this community, and I'm sure there's more that I have not thought of, but they've all inspired me, and I hope I can also inspire somebody else to start their own channel as well at some point. And then the next question we've got is, what kind of books do you like to read? And I like a wide variety of books. There's not much that I don't like. The only ones I don't actually read anymore is manga and graphic novels or something that I don't normally read. I like to read normal, like, books that do not have pictures in them. I think they're a lot more easier for me to fall into. But I like a wide variety of genres. So I love fantasy romance will always be my favorite genre. But I'm also really into regular romance and thrillers and horror and retellings, historical fiction. Let's see, what else is there? I'm sure there's more I'm not thinking of. Dystopian. There's so many genres that I'll read. There's not very many that I don't at least try once. I have tried science fiction, and it's okay, but it's not my favorite. But if somebody were to recommend me a science fiction book, I'll at least try it. However, it's not my favorite. But I read so many genres, so I'm pretty open for the most part. Now, the next question is, how has that changed since you started on Booktube? Well, to be honest, it really hasn't changed all that much. I still read the same genres. However, I have been more open to trying other things that I wouldn't have normally. I didn't even know manga and graphic novels were really a thing until I started my channel. So I did try it at least. It's just not something I would normally gravitate to that I don't really read anymore. But other than that really has not changed. Then the next question is, what kind of videos do you most like to make? This is a fun one. Because there's not very many videos that I don't like making. I mean, I wouldn't make them if I didn't like doing them. But lately I've really been into vlogs, and I really enjoy doing them. I've been watching more and more vlogs lately, and I just think it's so much fun to talk about the books that I'm reading as I'm going, instead of just waiting till the end of the month and then tell you all my thoughts, which I still will do that, but vlogs are, I think, a little bit easier, so I can talk as I go. And that way I don't forget too much by the end of the month. So I really enjoy making vlogs. But I did also used to really enjoy doing my TBR game. However, my TBR game is currently on hiatus unless I decide to do a vlog with it. This was way too overwhelming, so I needed a break. But for the most part, I think I really enjoy mostly doing vlogs lately. It's been really fun. And the next question is, how has that changed since you started on Booktube? Do you think your video making style has changed over time? It hasn't changed much. And my style is pretty much cut and dry. Like, I don't really do too much. I don't have, like, some people do vlogs where they go out and do different activities and they film what they're doing, like, as they do it. I don't really have much of a life, to be honest with you guys. So there's not really anything fun that I can really show off. I mean, I go to the same places consistently all the time. And so there's not really much to share for me. So if I'm not home, I'm either at Target, because I also have Starbucks in there as well, because Starbucks is in my Target. So I'm usually either there or Moe's or what else? My local theater where I go to see plays at, but we're not allowed to really film there, so I can't share that. And honestly, that's really about it. I don't get out much. I try to spend most of my time reading, so that way I can tell you guys all my thoughts on the books. So to be honest, my style really hasn't really changed. But maybe eventually, if I do something fun, I'll have a fun vlog to do. For example, coming up in February, I am going on a cruise, which I haven't been on since I was 12. So I am very excited to go on another cruise. So you will be seeing a travel vlog after the cruise is over. I am super excited for that. I'll be going to the Keys in the Bahamas. So I will be filming my time on the boat and everywhere we go. So stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to do my first travel vlog. And then the next question is, do you script and or edit your videos, and has that changed over time? To be honest, I do not do scripts because it doesn't seem as genuine. And it doesn't really seem like it's coming from the heart when you do that. So for that reason is why I don't script. I just tell you my honest opinion at the time from my heart. And to be honest, I don't even edit my own videos. I'm very lucky because my fiance, who uses Final Cut Pro, edits my videos for me. So the only thing I help him with is putting up pictures in the corner. Because he's completely blind, he has not been able to figure out how to do the pictures. So thanks to my bestie Dana, I learned how to do the pictures for him. But that's the only thing I do. The rest, he does completely on his own. So I'm very happy to have him as my editor. Let's see. Has that changed over time? No, it really hasn't. Next question. What's the most viewed video on your channel? And this is actually a very good question because two of my videos that are that have the most views, I never thought in a million years would have as many views as it does. My Housemaid's Secret, when I did that read-along, I did sprints for it. So my Housemaid's Secret read-along sprints has gotten to like 533 something views. And I'm like, what? Which is the weirdest thing, because I swear, I did not think those were going to do very well, because it was part of a read-along I did was it this past year or the year before that? Honestly, I can't remember now. But I think it was this past year. I think. It's been a while. But I was shocked to see how many views on that video. And then the next highest rated in views is my Tearsmith reading vlog. First of all, I have not seen a single person talk about the Tearsmith on Booktube at all. At all. And my thumbnail for it is not even that attractive, to be honest with you guys. But it has 444 views. And I am shocked at how well it is doing. I did not think it was going to get that big. I don't know if I'm getting subscribers from that video or not, but holy cow, I did not see that coming. I thought I have other videos I thought would do better, but apparently not as well as these two. So it's kind of funny. And then the next question, what's your favorite video you've ever made? That's a really good question because I have some really good ones that I really enjoyed doing. I think one of my most favorite ones, though, was when my fiance Ray and my bestie Dana did wrapped up some books that they got for me, and I did a vlog on reading the books they wrapped for me, which was a blind date with a book, reading books that they bought and picked up for me. That was really fun. I definitely want to do that again. So you might see that in the near future, very soon. Maybe I wanted to do another version of it where they wrap my physical TBR instead of buying new books. Because I have a lot of books that I want to get through. I have so many that I think it could be kind of fun if they did it again by wrapping my physical TBR. And I could do a blind date with a book that way, because that could be a lot of fun. So it's an idea that I have. But that was one of my favorite videos that I've done. And I'm sure there's more that I'm not thinking of right now. That's like at the top of the list. Next question. Do you have a favorite book you read because of Booktube? Well, maybe. I mean, the Mile High series, the Windy City series by Liz Tom 40. I mean, I originally got the first book because the Sweeney Readers book club read the first book of the series, and then I kind of went on like a rabbit hole of the series and read all the books. And the last two that recently came out, Caught Up and Play Along, are like my top favorite romance books ever. And then there's also Reckless by Elsie Silver. That became one of my all-time favorites as well. Because people rave about that series, so I had to read it. And there will be a vlog on that coming up as well. On that, reading that series. Or finishing the series, I should say. So there's actually a few good ones. And then there's also The Only One Left by Riley Sager. That's become an absolute favorite. Not everybody loves that book by Riley Sager. People seem to love most of his other ones, but that one's, for me, is my favorite Riley Sager book. And let's see, what else? I can't remember what else there is. Well, also because of Booktube, I started Frida McFadden, and I've been really enjoying her books as well. But that's all I have off the top of my head. I'm sure there's more I'm not thinking of. And then the next question is, do you have a favorite Booktube experience to tell us about? Booktube experience. Oh, I have a good one. Okay, so there's a video that I did. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. It was a book talk that I can't remember if it was a book talk video that we did or if it was Ray guessing my star ratings. It was one of those videos. I think it was where he guessed my star rating. That the first time I got a comment on that video from Ashlyn Kaylee, she actually commented on my video because I was inspired by her and her husband Ian doing the exact same thing, but they did their own twist on it. So I did my own twist on their video. And she commented on my video. It was the highlight of my day when that happened. And I still think about it to this day. Like, it was one of my most favorite Booktube experiences. The fact that she actually commented on my video. And she's a huge Booktuber. So I was so freaking happy that day. I was like, that's my first comment I've ever gotten from Ashlyn. And she's one of my favorite Booktubers, so if you haven't watched Ashlyn, I highly recommend watching her. She is so much fun to watch. It was the best experience, for sure. And then the next question is, what does your book collection look like? Well, right now I can't really show you because they're all over the place. I have books on my shelves in my bedroom. I have books on the end table over here. I got books underneath my TV and the entertainment system over there. And I got books on my fiance's desk way over there. So it's kind of hard to show you my collection when it's spread all over the place. And I still need to do my unhaul. So I can't really show you, but at least you know where everything is. And I really need to get started in that unhaul. I keep putting it off and I keep putting it off. And I just don't feel like doing it. I know I need to though, because I need to clean out my books. Let's put it that way. But eventually, once I have the unhaul done and and everything reshelved, I can definitely do a new video taking you guys on a bookshelf tour. Once I have that done. So, yeah, I need to do that. And then the last question is, what advice would you give to new people starting a Booktube channel? In all honesty, just like jump in head first and just have fun with it. For me, when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. In all honesty, I just decided to jump in and do my best. And my best has led me to this and 544 subscribers, which is amazing. So I say just have fun with it and try not to worry too much about the numbers, because that's something that I still struggle with from time to time. But I'm trying not to let it bother me so much anymore. But just talk to the camera as if you're talking to a friend. That's how I tell people. And just, have a good time. Don't stress too much. Talk about the books you love. And people who like the same books or have similar experiences, they will comment. So don't stress too much and just have fun. That's my best advice. And then technically the very last question is tag a bunch of people. So let's see. I'm going to tag my bestie Dana. I'm going to tag Karina from Changing the Words. I will tag Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me. I will tag Lindsay from She Is Booked and Busy. And I will tag Jess from Honest Fiction. And we'll do one more. We'll tag Josh from Bookish Daddy. Those will be the 6 I'm going to tag. So I would love to see their responses. So that is all for celebrating my 3 years on Booktube by going through my whole journey. If you decide you want to try this video on your own and you were not tagged, feel free to take the questions and run with it. So I would love to see everybody else's responses. And thank you for stopping by and celebrating 3 years on Booktube with me. I cannot wait for many, many more years to come. And I hope my channel gets even bigger, which would be amazing. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoy celebrating with me, make sure you give me a huge thumbs up. If you want to see more bookish content from me and continue watching all of my fun videos, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below. And I will see you all in the next one.